How's it going, everybody? I'm Mark McInerney, President and CEO of CodeMark Financial, and I am a diehard Houston Texans fan. So we're talking about loan programs. We've talked about conventional loans. We've talked about FHA loans. Now we're talking about VA loans. First and foremost, VA loans are only for veterans and their spouses. I'd like to take a quick insert to say thank you, as always, to veterans out there that are working hard, sacrificing their lives, because it is because of what you do that I can do what I do. So thank you. VA loans, very much like FHA loans, do not have a minimum credit score requirement. Now, you'll be hard-pressed to find a lender that will go down to a 0 credit score. Most of the lenders that I have found will only go down as low as 580. And this is where I've talked about in previous episodes of where lenders will go below 640. And this is that space that I'm speaking of for VA and FHA style loans. Now, as always, I'll have to preface, focus on keeping your score in that mid 600 range, because the higher your credit score, the answer is the easier loan process is going to be, the better the interest rate you're going to get, and then also the more loan programs you can open up to yourself to have more options. But nonetheless, you can go as low as 580. Another plus, 0% is what is needed for your down payment. Now, I got a lot of veterans that come to me and say, hey, Mark, I do not want to pay anything at closing. That's fine. That's also even doable. But just know that the 0% doesn't mean no money at all. That is 0% for the down payment for your VA loan program. There's always closing costs associated when you're buying a house. Now, again, more good news. The good news about doing a VA loan is you can ask the seller to cover your closing costs up to as much as 6%. And another great perk about VA loans is that they don't have any mortgage insurance, ever. So that's a plus. Again, these are largely the privileges to veterans for the sacrifices, again, about what you do for our country. The ideal veteran for buying candidate for a VA loan would be somebody with a credit score of 580 or higher, prefers to put no money down so that they can use the 0% down privilege, as well as also asking the sellers to contribute up to 6% towards their closing costs. As a matter of fact, there are closing costs that the sellers have to pay anyway. You can reference any VA table that are the allowables and non-allowables to find out what those are. Next time, we're going to talk about USDA loans. USDA loans are for rural properties. There are certain requirements for the borrower as well as the property to be determined whether or not it is USDA eligible. Until then, I'm Mark McInerney, President and CEO of CodeMark Financial. Catch us every Friday live on Facebook with Lunch with Mark. And also, you can check out our YouTube channel, CodeMark TV. And I'm out.